Okay, hi everyone. I'm Adina from Immigrant Finance, and I'm here today with one of our amazing recent graduates of Immigrant Finance School, Reyes. So thank you so much for joining. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Reyes just finished the program, so he's here to tell us a little bit about his experience. And I wanted to just start off getting a sense of what was going on before you joined Immigrant Finance School that made you want to join.
Yeah, I'm a first generation immigrant, so finances was never taught to me growing up. Finance to me as my parents were growing up, just as long as you have food, you can take care of the bills and feed your family, and there's a roof over your head, you're successful. But as I grew older and more mature, I realized that finances can mean a lot of things, and I felt I wasn't as prepared as I should be. Although I was making a couple of steps that lead to success in finances, I wanted to educate myself a little bit more so I can educate others. And I ended up finding the course Immigrant Finance. At this time when I joined, I felt like I needed a little bit more consistency and leverage in what steps I needed to make sure I'm in the right direction. And I think this course was perfectly for me, or for somebody that's looking for, what steps do I need to start with, or someone to check what steps am I going and what's next after I continue my goal. And it helps me define my goals, reach my goals, and actually think the next level of what my finances are going to look for. So that's kind of why I decided to join Immigrant Finance and kind of take a look, and I'm glad I did.
Awesome. That was a really good summary. That's exactly what we try to focus on, is giving people that framework and kind of system to put together all the pieces of personal finance. You have that plan
Yeah.
going forward and move you toward really increasing income and building wealth. So what did you end up learning from the course? What was the most helpful part?
I think the biggest thing I ended up learning is just the education and just how to set up a plan to reach my goals, to be financially educated with what I need to prepare to and what looks to be success in my community and for me. So it can be in something simple as just writing and creating a budget. That was very key. I'm so used to just impulse buying, but once you create a budget and you know where all your incomes are going, and the next step will be kind of what bank account do you have and where's your money going to. Another thing that I think observe, and I think I'm going to be able to take advantages, is credit cards.
Mhm.
You don't realize how much money you spend on credit cards because it ends up just easy money where you can pay, save, you're going to pay later so you forget, but interest adds up. And that's something that immigrant finance taught me. There's credit unions that have better rates. You're able to negotiate, paying off my credit card bill at the end of the month, and also getting the perks. I never realized how many perks, if there's travel points, cash back, that I can take advantage. And that's how to use a credit card responsible. So that's one of the biggest things I personally learned. And the other thing that I enjoyed about the course is pretty much, I was able to get educated myself with how to teach other in my community, especially something as simple as getting a bank account. For me, which, somebody that's a citizen or permanent resident, may look simple, but somebody in my family as an immigrant or my coworker, it's not that easy, and you don't understand it until somebody teaches to you, or your friend experiences. So that's something I really love that I learned. I'm able to teach it. It makes me more confident to go back to my coworkers, my family, or anybody that needs support in our community. I can show them, and I'm more confident in that. And I think the favorite part of mine was the investing part, because once you realize you're saving money, you got your budget and everything going, how can I grow it? That's the key about immigrant
Yes.
finance. It teaches you how to set the foundation, but what's next? In our community, the immigrant community, the Latino community, the Hispanic community, we don't take it to the next level. So investing, creating side hustles, that's one of the big things, like Fiverr or Upwork. I didn't know about that. Now I do. So now I know how to create more income stream for me, and I'm able to kind of, okay, investing is the right thing, and it just teaches me how to take my money to the next level. So those are the three things I learned, especially the investing. I was really excited about that.
Amazing. I can tell you learned so much. I mean, talking about using credit cards responsibly and increasing income with some side hustles. That's awesome.
Yeah.
One last question for you. How did the group coaching aspect of it go?
So what I loved about the course, not only does it prepare you in a group setting, but it just gives you confidence because not only are you on a group setting with other individuals that want to learn, take it to the next level, that you're in community as well. But we also have a lesson plan that Dina sets up for us that we're able to follow. So when you go to a meeting with the group, you feel more prepared, you feel more organized. Something that we speak about, you won't be totally shocked or surprised because you'll have a little bit more background and be like, oh yeah, that's right. We did talk about high savings account, high yield savings account. We did talk about how to budget, how to create this. We did talk about this website that helps me support learning. So, it's not just the course with the group, but it also gives you homework. It might sound silly, you're not in school, but a simple homework that you get to enjoy and you get to learn. So once we get into the group setting, you have people that just like you, they look like you, they have the same goals, and you're able to kind of feel comfortable. It's a great setting. Nobody judges you. We all support you, and you make really great connections. That's one thing I was able to make a great connections, and keep the communication and not only that, the learning going after immigrant finance, even with the Facebook group where you get able to kind of talk, give some tips and pointers. So the group setting was perfect for me. It's not super, super huge where you're like, whoa, so many people. It's just the right amount of people. You're able to communicate, talk, and just learn.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Super helpful. And I know you, just like many of our students, like you said, but did not just do this for yourself, but to also learn for your community. And you're actively sharing information about personal finance for the Latino community online as well and empowering people, which is so awesome. We're so excited for you to be part of the same mission. So where can people follow you as well?
Yeah, the easiest place to follow me is on Instagram at the Latino Dinero. So it's pretty simple at the Latino Dinero. I have Facebook there too, and my Gmail if you ever want to communicate at the Latino Dinero at gmail.com. So, I post a lot about just finances, things that are going on in our communities, and, just simple beginning steps where you can kind of invest and look and educate yourself. So, yeah, just follow me. You can always DM me, and I'm a DM away.
Awesome. It's so exciting. Like when I had just first started out, there was only one other person I knew talking about these issues online. And like now there's just more and more leaders like you coming along. So I'm really excited. Well, thank you so much for your time and sharing your story. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. And like I said, this course is awesome for anybody that wants to learn and share also as well to your friends and family. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much.